So I just watched the Game of Thrones series finale I watched the second time just to get a really good feel for if I really thought that way about the show or not. And I did. Like at the end of the day, everybody will have their own take on the ending of this show. I think Game of Thrones for a while. First off, I want to say that not just the season finale, but that last season did not stick the landing. It was not great. The rest of the show, for the most part, was pretty great. There were actually seasons where I think some of the season, well, not the whole seasons, but parts of the season drug. I'll be honest with you, parts of the season drug. Like all the stuff for me with Bran and the Three-Eyed Raven and all that kind of stuff, that kind of drug. The stuff north of the wall drug a little bit for me. It wasn't bad. It was still pretty good, but you can't be on top forever. And that last season needed like 2 more episodes to breathe, I think. It was not very well done. It was rushed. It was super rushed. That I think that more than anything, the 2 biggest complaints I have were it was really rushed. You could tell it was rushed, and like the producers and the writers, they don't want to admit it, but through the lens of their work, you can be like, we're done. We want to move on to other stuff. We're done. Let's wrap this up. They're not going to say that because they won't piss nobody off, but that's exactly what happened. I mean, as somebody who works on a project, you can tell what rushed work looks like, and you can tell when people rush their work because they want to move on to something else. And that's exactly what we got in that last season. So I think the actors did the best job with what they could. I think the writing was really weak. Jon Snow was a huge casualty in the storyline. Now, I'm not getting into spoilers in this video. I'm just giving my take on kind of everything. Like, as far as like the way the writers assassinated his character, like he's not assassinated. He nothing. I'm not saying what happened to him on screen. I'm saying what happened to him as far as story goes, as far as how he was written, the quality and the attention to detail and the care they were given to the character. Completely, when he did what he did in the last episode, that for me, that was the only thing of merit he really did this whole season. That's all he did. And he went from being an important guy that people rallied around to being a person that it almost seemed like people didn't care much about. Like he was a footnote. Jon Snow was supposed to be the prince that was promised in the storyline. He was supposed to be a big deal. His reveal, like his lineage reveal, I think it was at the end of season 6, the Tower of Joy scene, and then it shows the baby, and then it zooms in on Jon's face. That was one of the greatest moments of the entire show. And then it fell off a cliff for him. It's like the writers want to get to that point, and then they just push that character off a cliff. He got Bran Starked. He got Brand. But I mean, this episode, I can't give it better than a 5 out of 10. The season, I can't give better than a 5 out of 10. The Night King and his lieutenants, the Whites, you didn't get to see what they could do. They came off as no threat at all in the 3rd episode. And if you haven't seen the 3rd episode, this is a spoiler alert. So fast forward about 30 seconds or whatever if you don't want to be spoiled. But so when Arya snuck up on, now I'm totally cool with Arya killing the Night King. Totally cool with it. I would have liked there to have been a battle so they could show what she could do and show what he could do. You know what I mean? But she teleported from behind him, and none of these other Whites or none of these other undead that were surrounding the area saw her come in. And how many buildings do you have to drop on her to kill her in episode 5? How many buildings have to be dropped on her head? It's just like the writing this season it jumped the shark. In a show it's not high fantasy, but in a fantasy show, when you say this show jumped the shark, you know, you jump sharks in fantasy. But in this case, it was like the writing made no sense. They sped up things that happened to get to a desired point instead of taking their time, which is what made the show great. They took their time to get somewhere. How long did it take Daenerys to raise an army and get to Westeros? The answer is the whole series. The whole series. And then they rushed it in 6 episodes. No, that was crap. I mean, I enjoyed the journey. I enjoyed the adventure. It wasn't all 10 out of 10. It wasn't. I say I would give this whole series a 7.5 out of 10. A lot of that is a demerit because they didn't stick the landing. They didn't stick the landing on the ending. They just didn't. I mean, I can't defend that. If you enjoyed it, that's cool. That's your opinion. My opinion is, and you're not wrong for saying it's a 10 out of 10. If that's your opinion, you're not wrong. That's your opinion. My opinion is this last episode, 5 out of 10. This season, 5 out of 10. I brought the series down from an 8.5 or a 9 to a 7.5 out of 10. Like, D.B. Weiss and who's the other writer? Somebody correct me in the comments. I forget the name of the other writer. When I see their names on the credits, I'm gonna, for a new TV show or something, or for a movie, I'm gonna be like, I hope somebody else wrote the ending. That's what I'm gonna think every time I see their name attached to something now. I'm gonna be like, man, they're good at setup. They're good at developing characters and getting characters to a certain point. I hope somebody else writes the conclusion, because if they didn't, this conclusion is gonna suck. And like, I kind of want to go back and rewatch Game of Thrones, the whole series, but now I kind of don't, because of where it went. You know what I mean? Because of the ending we got. So anyway, I want to keep this short. That's just my quick review, or my quick reaction review of the last episode, non-spoilery, of course. But man, what a missed opportunity! What a missed opportunity! What a missed opportunity for a great send-off. You know, and I'm not even going to say like what the fans deserved, you know, because I don't want to come off as entitled. I don't want to say that, but I feel like the people who brought that stuff to life, what they deserved, because at the end of the day, they are the faces we associate with this show. I think they deserved a better ending. You know what I mean? So I'll let you think about that. Internalize that, and I'm going to leave it at that. But anyway, that was my impression. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down there. Let me know what you thought. I mean, I know everybody's not going to agree on this. I've already seen like Twitter and other online stuff. My friends on Facebook, it's pretty divided. But you know, I think that's the great thing about fandom is, people talk a lot of smack about fandom these days, but I think at the end of the day, we know what we like, we know what we want, and but I think we can disagree about things peaceably and civilly. So feel free to disagree, but let's be civil, people. I know these things can be pretty divisive and make people angry, but let's be civil. Let's enjoy what we enjoy, or not enjoy what we enjoy, and feel free to complain about it, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what we do. So I wanted to love it. I just can't give it a pass. I wanted to love it. I watched it again. I can't give it a pass. So 5 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10 for the whole series for me, and that's a wrap. So I'll be, after this video, I've got a little short video announcing, well, I'll go ahead and do it now. I'm not going to make a separate video for it. I will be doing an art giveaway, and all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel and leave a comment on this video, or any video that I do this week. At the end of the week, I'll be doing a drawing for a free piece of art from me that I'll be announcing on my social media. So, or actually, I'll just pop it up right here. It's the first piece of art from my retro video game, classic video game series. This is a painting I did of Ninja Gaiden, and you'll be getting a free postcard print of it. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel and leave a comment on this video. And if you win the drawing on Friday, when I do the drawing, I'll be doing the drawing. Try to do it live on here. My internet where I live is not very good, so streaming is not always my best friend. But I'll try, and if it doesn't work, I'll just do a video of the drawing, and I'll announce the winner. But you all have a great day. enjoy yourselves, enjoy your shows. If you enjoyed Game of Thrones, I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, I understand why. So, y'all have a great day. Be good to each other, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Keep rocking.